LEGO Castle is incredible. While there isn't an official theme at the moment, there are many medieval sets around. So today I'm going to show you 10 small LEGO builds to spruce up your medieval world. The first build is this stone oven. It fits the time period and would work well in a medieval kitchen or bakery. I used an array of grey pieces on a 4x4 base plate and built 4 bricks high. I left space for food or pans to be put in and put some fire at the back. Next up is a throne. I started with a brown base plate to have something to build on, but if you were to use this in a castle or hall, you could put it straight on the ground. I tried to make it look as if the main chair was brown, with red fabric covering it and drooping onto the floor. There are infinite ways to make a LEGO throne, but I made this one smaller for a more modest ruler. The next build uses more brown, so hopefully you have a good supply. It's a small weapons rack and can hold 6 weapons and 3 helmets. This build could easily slip into any mock or set and make it just that little bit more detailed. I only had grey clips, so I used them, but I think it works well with the brown. You could make multiple of these and make a proper armory, but I only have enough pieces for one of these at the moment. Next up is a table. You might not think of this because it's not obviously medieval, but it's a great small build for background detail. This is only a one-person table, but could easily slip into any corner and add nice extra detailing, as well as giving you somewhere to put your plates and bottles for your minifigures. Next is a small bridge. I used grey to make it look like it's made of stone because I was trying to think of builds that didn't just use brown. I tried to give it this stony look to make it look sturdy but worn. Put it over a bed of water and it looks like a long-standing crossing used by all people, from Romans to knights to aliens, but that's an idea for another video. The next build is a tree. Your first inclination might be to make a pine or oak and use yet more brown pieces, but if you use these tan 2x2 cylinder pieces, you can make a lighter, friendlier looking tree. And in a world of dark, evil forests, more friendly trees might be just what you need to differentiate your medieval world from the rest. Next up is a bookshelf. This is definitely one of the lesser builds. I tried adding books, but it just looks stuffed, so I left it empty, allowing you to add whatever you like. It's a pretty simple build, just a couple brown plates and bricks. But if you don't like this simple design, you could always make this fancy bookshelf that my brother made. The next build is a pier. This is one of the most simple builds, but I don't think it looks bad at all. The one thing it's missing would be a rail along the side, but my build isn't big enough, so I left that out. It's just 4 brown tiles attached together and a couple cylinders and slope pieces. But if you have a huge medieval world and loads of brown plates, you could make it much longer and more detailed, but for a smaller build, I think less is more. The second last build is a pen, as in, for animals. It's pretty basic and looks quite worn, but hey, these poor farmers gotta use what they have, which in this case is an array of clip pieces and brown 1x1 tiles and plates. Lastly is a bird's nest. This is definitely the simplest build. It only uses 5 pieces, including a minifigure fur color, but it's big enough to house a bird and looks great in a tree. So that's it, 10 small castle builds to bring any medieval world to life. Hopefully you enjoyed and found an idea that you can use. Let me know what your favorite build was and I'll see you next time. Pieces!